Hello, my name is Dark Moon Doll, and today is Art Talk. I like to do Art Talk on Tuesdays, and today is Tuesday, and I just wanted to give you an update on the art creations that I've been working on, and also to encourage people to be creative whenever possible, to take some time out and do something that's fun and joyous and helps you through many hard times. Art I can see as being art therapy for more and more people as time goes on. So let me show you what I recently have finished, and I'm going to possibly put on my Etsy shop soon, and also some of the projects that I've been working on since I've been away from this channel. I did recently do a show for Art Talk showing you this commission piece I've been working on. And I've been working on a total of 3 commission pieces for one person. And that's probably a lot of the reasons why I haven't done a lot of videos like consistently. So to show you the recent creation that I made are these paper bead necklaces. I used metallic nail enamels. Some of them I used acrylic paints, like for the Rasta bead right there. I used acrylic paints. And then there's a mushroom bead in there too, if you can see that. But the metallic acrylic enamels that I used on here really makes the beads look more magical and gives it more of an Egyptian vibe to it. So these necklaces are one size fits all. I don't care how big your neck is, this will fit you. There's a skull in there. That's polymer clay. Sometimes I like to add, sometimes I like to add polymer clay to the paper beaded necklaces, polymer clay beads to it. And all of these beads are handmade by me. So that's one of the necklaces, and here's the other one. Let's put this one over here. And here's the other one right here. So it's all paper beads except for this one polymer clay bead, the red one. It's kind of got the Rasta colors, but not. It also reminds me of ancient Egyptian, like Tutankhamun, his headdress where it was striped, and very metallic metals like gold. And so yeah, I've been enjoying using the metallic nail enamels because they really do add a certain magic to the beads. And you could just wear them. You can wear them long, or you can wrap them around. So yeah, I'm gonna put these 2 necklaces on my shop. I might even just sell them together because I think they would look good together. See, look, let me show you. You wear them together. It's kind of nice. You get more than one paper beaded necklace, so you can wear them together with matching colors. So those are the 2 projects I worked on. And if you want to know how to make paper beads, you can look at my previous paper bead necklace tutorials. I think I've shown how to string the beads, I've shown how to make the beads, I've shown how to paint them. And you can also check out my other channel, The Productive Cannabis Connoisseur, where I did a tutorial on how to make these beads, and I've got more beads. I might travel onto the garage and show you guys the other beads that I got coming up for new necklaces. So people seem to be liking the beads, so I'm just keeping them with it. These beaded necklaces, they're a lot of fun to make, and they're very relaxing, and it's something that anybody can do. You can do it with your friends and family, just as something relaxing and fun to do together that's creative. So another project I've been working on for quite a while are these bamboo pipes, and I'll show those to you. I'll show you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. I have 6 altogether, but the other one is totally finished. These I'm still working on, so I'll show you one at a time. So basically with these pipes, my husband makes the bamboo pipes, and then I have been decorating them with acrylic paints and rhinestones and some metallic nail enamels. Don't worry about the nail enamels. It's not going to be toxic because it dries out, and I'm not going to send it off wet. It's going to be dry and you won't even smell it. But here's one of the pipes, and I want the pipes to be for people to experience it as like a spiritual experience when you use it. So, and I'm working on pipe bags to go along with it. So it's not just a pipe that you get a pipe and a pipe bag. So yeah, I like how they're turning out. And here's another one right here. It's got a paisley design on it. I just have to add a few final touches to it and it'll be ready for my Etsy shop. And here's another one. It's got the skeleton crossbones with the leaves for hair and snake and an eye. And to me, the skull represents protection. It gets negativity. The snake, definitely the same thing, protection. The eye, definitely protection, evil eye, looking at. And then there's a snake on the other side. And it's all done with acrylic paints, rhinestones, and I seal it with Mod Podge, so it won't come off easily, these rhinestones. So yeah, that's one there. And then here's another one right here. Let's turn it this way. There it is. So it's a skull and snake design. And then there's these vines on the side. And all I have to do with all of these really is just to add another coating of Mod Podge. Mod Podge is a sealant and it helps seal them on so that they won't fall off over time and the design will stay intact for as long as you want it to. And just take good care of these pipes. The bamboo we use, it's pretty rough, right? But it gives it this authentic rustic feel, I feel, to it. So yeah, that's this pipe. And here's the 5th pipe. There's a 6th pipe, like I said. But that one's all finished and it's in the house. I may want to add one more thing to it, but I think it's pretty much done. So here's the 5th one. And I do work with a lot of imagery with skulls in it, because I think now more than anything, people can use protection from negative energies that they pick up when they're in, especially when you're in environments with a lot of people. So yeah, this just needs some finishing touches done to it. Adding the rhinestones really helps make the images pop on here, I would say, wouldn't you? I think so. This kind of got the Day of the Dead kind of vibe to it, especially with the skull on the bottom with the flowers for eyes. So yeah, I really like this skull right here a lot. So it'll be a fun adventure to smoke out of something that has this kind of design on it. Just have a tribal vibe, like it's going to be a spiritual experience. So yeah, those are the pipes I've been working on. And then another project that I have been getting done is bookmarks. So here's one of the bookmarks. And recently what I've done, if I haven't shown that, I'm not sure if I've shown these bookmarks on this channel, but anyway, I make bookmarks and I use old drawings that I've done on paper that's not so great because it gets ruined over time. So what I do to recycle that drawing is to make a bookmark out of it. And this is like a 2-sided bookmark. Basically, right in the image in the middle is a drawn out design, and on the other side it's drawn out design using pen and colored pencil. And then on the edges around it, the border around this bookmark, I used really thick yarn. Used really thick yarn, and then after I Mod Podged it on there, I applied metallic nail enamels. It's like a bronze and a magenta color on there. I don't know if you can tell with the sun. Yeah. And all I have to do on the side is Mod Podge, put more Mod Podge on it to seal in the color so it doesn't flake off. And same thing I have to do on this side as well. So basically this design is a psychedelic god and goddess merging. And then you see the other side. I guess this goes this way, right? Yeah. Because this right here is her hair, is the goddess's hair. So I'll show it on the side. See? It's hard to tell though, really. And I'll get some photos up soon. If you follow me on Instagram or Twitter or Facebook, I'll have some photos up and I'll have the links in the description below so you can find me on social media, because I like to I like to put up photos of what I'm working on, or what I've finished, or what I've put on my Etsy shop. So here's the next one. And making these bookmarks is just to inspire people to read more also. If you have a nice, nifty, very magical looking bookmark, then you might be more encouraged to pick up a book and read and use this to save your space, replace it. So this is like the other one. It's a hand-drawn, it's a drawing that I did on printer paper. And the paper was weak and the drawing was getting damaged, so I converted it into a bookmark. So, yeah. And I did pretty much the same technique as I did with the other bookmark and the ones I'm going to show you. The border is made from leather, if you see that. This is leather. And then I glued, I attached, was it red, an off-white, and a blue thread onto the border to give it this decorative look on there. And then I added metallic nail enamels to accent it. You see the circles on there? The circle, that shape reminds me of the goddess. So get the energy of the goddess on there. And the god too, because there's a god and this is the goddess. So, and they're on this side, they're merging together. So that's that one. And then here's this one. It still has a lot of work left to it. It's another one of those god and goddess, psychedelic god and goddess drawings that I did. Only this time, this paper is watercolor paper, and the drawing had gotten ruined. So I decided to make a bookmark out of it, and it's a hand drawing. Here's the side where you see the head of the god and the head of the goddess, and then on this side, you see their bodies from kind of neck down combined. So yeah, that is that design. Only thing it needs is more of these glass beads all over it, covering it, because that's what I was doing with it. And yeah, and Mod Podge it and seal it and be good to go, and I'll put it on my shop. So yeah. Okay. And here's this one here. It's the triple goddess here, which I use the same kind of technique as I did with the other bookmarks I just showed you, with the leather trim. All of this is recycled materials. These bits of thread that I used to outline the borders with, that's thread that when I was sewing with the specific thread I had left over, so I saved it, and then you can use that to accent projects like this. So here's the other side where, it shows the torso from the neck down, well, not the torso, from the neck down, the chest level of the triple goddesses, showing this one's wearing the symbol for goddess, and the star here, and the moon. So very magical. And then there's a snake in there, or two snakes. I still need to do more on this snake, more detail. And then I'll have to let it dry, and then Mod Podge it, and then add a tassel on the end, and then it'll be done. These do take a lot of time, but they are really fun to work on, and they can help you, get a lot of stress out, focusing in on one thing that's creative. So here's this one. And this one's just about done. All I have to do is Mod Podge it, and on both sides, because here's the other side. And Mod Podge it on both sides, and then add a tassel on the end, and it'll be done. So, yeah, let's see the other one. So I've been quite the busy bee lately. Here's another one. We've got the little person, fairy, warrior, goddess, and then here's another warrior goddess type of character. And then in the background you see the village, kind of like a fairy. It gives me an idea of a fairyland. But so yeah, this one's almost done. All I have to do is Mod Podge it and then add a tassel on the end. And if you see this color on the border, basically what it is that I glued on two different colors of Yeah, it is actually. Oh no, it's actually one. It just looked like two at first, but it's one color of yarn, which is orange. You can see that orange thread in there. And what I did was I applied on top of it some metallic nail enamels of the color of green, like a lime green, and kind of a baby blue in a way, but not metallic blue. So, kind of gives it a different texture to it, which I really like. And all I get to do with this one is apply some Mod Podge on it to seal in the color, and a tassel on the end, so it'll be good to go to sell on my Etsy shop. So I'm trying to make these bookmarks, especially to encourage people to read more. If you're not reading, you should be. Pick up a book sometime and read. And maybe this will encourage people to read by making these decorative bookmarks. And here's one last one that I'm going to show you today. And this one is almost done. I recently got these rhinestones, and they've really made things pop as far as the art. So if you can't see it, but I've got star rhinestones on this one. And it's the same type of thing where the drawing I made, it got destroyed because it was on really cheap paper. So I decided to make a bookmark out of it. And here's the other side of it, where it shows I was just looking at a bird, where it shows the mouth and the rest of the image of this drawing. So it's the green lady and her helper. And the green lady's helper has a flower on her cheek, symbolizing nature, all the beauty and joy of nature. So yeah, that's what is going on in that one. All I need to do on this one is just to Mod Podge it, the border, because the border is like the other border I showed you on the other bookmark. I use really thick yarn on there. It's just one piece of yarn. And then I painted it with a maroon colored metallic nail enamel and I guess you would call it more like a gold metallic nail enamel. So I put those two colors on it, and then I'm going to Mod Podge it to seal it in and do the same thing on this side. I haven't decided whether or not I'm going to put stars all around. I think I might, if I have enough of the star rhinestones, and then Mod Podge it and add a tassel to it, and it's good to go. But this has been a very fun project, and I hope it inspires you guys to do something creative like this. If you have old drawings that are all teared up and battered, and you're not going to do anything with them, but keep them in a box when they get older and they get more damaged, this is one way to recycle it and bring it back to life. Is you're doing something like this. Yeah, it's a lot of fun too. So yeah, that's all I wanted to really show you today on today's show of Art Talk. And if you guys have any creative projects you're working on, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. I really enjoy making art because, like I said, art is very therapeutic, and I hope everybody gets a chance to, take some time out and do something creative so that, the world could be a better place with so much more creative energy going on within it. So, yeah. I'll show you one more thing, and it's something that I showed recently on this show. I think it was last week. It's a commission piece that I'm working on, and I think I've gotten a little bit further than I was on it the last time I showed you. So that's going to be the last thing I show you. And it's this tribal bottle doll. It's an African tribal bottle doll I'm doing as a commission piece, and basically it's made from a bottle. The body is a bottle. The head is a hand sculpted polymer clay head, along with the dreadlocks are also polymer clay. It's sculpted onto the head. And then I attached it onto the body with paper mache. And recently what I've done to this doll is I have added rhinestones to it. As you can see on the platform, there's rhinestones on the arms, which are made from alder wood, alder branches. Alder wood has a really nice power to it. Trees are very powerful. And certain ones that are a little bit more umph than the others, but this one has a lot of alder. What I've read about has a lot of magic to it. But yeah, I added rhinestones to the doll. like on the bottom on the actual platform she's standing on, and on her neck area. Let me show you. All around her neck area, so it looks like jewels around her neck for a necklace, for a neck piece, and on her arms you can see on there better, like here. So yeah. But yeah, never stop creating. Always be creative, and don't let judgment get in your way. Just create from your heart and your soul, and that's all. Then anybody else, that's all anybody can really do. Is create from your heart and soul, and the genuine energy will come out of whatever art you create. So thank you for joining me today for today's show of Art Talk. Hope you enjoyed it, and thank you for subscribing to my channel. Thanks for the likes and shares, and thank you for your kind comments. Leave your comments down below and let me know what you're creating, and yeah. Brightest blessings to you all, and I will see you soon.